Alright, first and foremost, we like to give our praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakodash. The blood and soul apostles are great millstones, salutations to the brothers that preach and teach the word of sincerity and the truth, because we focus on the planet earth. The sincere brothers, the elect, Shalom. Yeah, well, today is the 27th of November 2018 year of prophecy. So we just going into some various topics, right? I'll begin. Yeah, the flavor of the week, as the apostles say. Flavor of the week. But these brothers here, Adam, Abbott, right? So they had something to say about what? The RFID chip not being the mark of the beast. Right, this is what we're going to address tonight, basically. Or we start off with addressing this saying that the mark of the beast is not the RFID chip. Now, this is the first scripture I want to bring on that topic is what? 2nd Ezra chapter 9. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 5. It says, "For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest." So they spoke about Elder Yashoma spoke about it in his video concerning the topic. You know, they all asked this the question. He said that he heard Zabak even ask the question. So what was the mark of the beast before Revelation? And the elder clearly pointed out, and it's so simple, and this truth isn't so deep, you know. It's deep, it's a mystery, but it's really simple in the eyes of the elect. When you read the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1, it says in the book of the Revelation of Yahushua Mashiach, right? So he went and said, I don't want to plagiarize his work. His work was Yaakov, right? It says the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servant the things which must shortly come to pass, and he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John. So the RFID chip is for now, right? It wasn't for back then, it's for now. The time is manifest now, right? The mark of the beast has to come into play, right? And we know that the fourth beast is who? The Grecian Roman Empire that we secretly underneath right now, right? This is the rebirth of that beast. The deadly wound being healed, and he is there ruling over the whole earth, right? They are also called the wicked, and the man behind that is who? The Edomite, right? And his mark in Revelation 13, right, is the RFID chip. So we have a little video to show, right? This is an article that the brother Kwasha brought out earlier, a little video of our RT, right? So I'm gonna run that video right now. You want to tell me if you're hearing, right?
Go ahead.
Your local village. Now, food is getting there even faster than anyone else. A fifth kit doesn't need more. And 4,000 Swedes, now get this, have microchips implanted in their hands. They can take away with their head. The Apple Watch go look at that. On top of that, many Swedish companies are asking their employees to get implants to pass through access points and to pay for conveniences. Now the red flags start going up. So for our red flags, we have to turn to legal media analyst Lionel. Lionel, thanks for joining us on this. I know you've got some red flags, and I feel like I'm reading out the book of Revelation possibly. So what concerns come to you arise from humans microchipping themselves? This is the mark of the beast. Listen, no, let me tell you something.
This is an Edomite. If the devil himself telling you that, what else you want?
Go ahead.
Right? The devil himself telling you. What else these people want?
I'm no biblical scholar here, but it's amazing the parallels made. Now,
You stick there, brother.
You can freeze it.
Yeah, it freeze there, yeah. It's all technology, man, you know what I mean?
Oh,
I got a scripture there, if I may,
yeah, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 22 and verse 10. And he said unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book, for the time is at hand.
Done.
So now, like the brother mentioned, now is the time for all these seals to be
Done.
open, to
Done.
reveal the mysteries. Because remember in Daniel it say close up the book, so the
Done.
time is end. So now is the time really all these mysteries is being revealed.
Done.
And the mystery is that the mark of the beast is the radio frequency identification chip that has been revealed to the apostles and the others all the way back when these men went on the highways and byways. It's so simple that I can't understand why that is so hard for people to swallow. Everything around you is heading in an electronic or in a digital form. So why is it hard to see that the chip is going to be used in that same area? And if you don't have this chip, you cannot function in this society. You cannot buy, sell, trade. You can't do nothing at all without this chip. That is the mark of the beast. It's plain as day.
Done.
I got a precept.
Go on.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and 2 says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon the tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Because as these guys saying, where's the mark of the beast in the Old Testament? Look, man, everything is its own time in its own season. That's like when you go through the scripture and address. The the angel that spoke with Esdras told him specifically that look, everything the Most High has measured all these things to a perfect T. You can't write the Most High and tell him, look, why does not this come to an end? We know this, we must suffer all these things. Even guys such as these guys, okay, who keep on questioning Yahweh Shemashai and his intention. Meanwhile, the Most High has, as it says there in Isaiah 46 and 10, he declares the end from the beginning. Now the end prophecy of the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, now it's speaking, the prophecy is speaking, and these guys now, they're starting to fear because they see, look, man, we're the end right now. There's no other reason why for these guys to keep on backing up against the mark of the beast. And worst of all, they're not even teaching people to not take the mark, to not take the RFID chip. That shows you they're fearing these guys. They don't actually have faith. They're starting to fear now because what the prophecy is speaking right now.
A quick precept is Isaiah 42 and 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. New things. You understand? Former things are come to pass, and new things the Most High declare. So the Most High declared the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, it was declared this time. You understand? This is the time. This is the time now for the mark of the beast, right? But behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Yeah.
God.
I have a precept there. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 13. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. The reason why I bring up that is because that had to deal with technology. If you're dealing with the beast making fire come down on the earth in the sight of men had to deal with the beast using technology to do that.
Can.
You understand?
Can.
And also the bombs want to drop on various nations.
Can.
You understand? So apparently this beast does use technology.
God.
Now what this beast does use technology. So when you go on to read to verse 16, that Mark had to deal with that microchip because it's tech.
God.
That is our way how this beast does deal with technology, you understand?
God.
I'll read it over. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And the first time the beast do that was Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
God.
And Serbia, Herzegovina was. That when they drop bombs on Serbia, NATO drop bombs on Serbia and Herzegovina. And Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and in order to make them bombs, they had was to use technology. So this beast is a beast that has used technology.
God.
So the microchip is a form of technology that the beast going to use, and the Bible pinpointed as the mark of the beast.
God.
That is just simply what it is. And so these men they don't understand the whole breakdown. So that's why they go talk that madness that the mark of the beast is a philosophy. It could never be a philosophy. You know?
Well,
Yeah, can.
This is Isaiah 43 verse 11. I, even I, am the Lord, and besides me there is no Savior. I have declared, and I have saved, and I have shown when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith Yahweh, that I am power. Right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he had declared, right? And we are the witnesses. We see, we know that this mark of the beast, without a doubt, we are confident that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip.
God.
The Lord said he declared. He declared himself to us because this is the spirit that we are under. We are under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Shem Haraka Kodash, the Holy Spirit, which is wisdom and understanding. And he has declared unto us himself and his intentions. He declared the end at the beginning. We reading it because this book is ancient. We reading it out of the scrolls, which is now in the form of a book. And that mark of that beast man, who I'm on just rightly point out, one of the traits, one of the things that he do is continually use technology. Right? And I think that he does is when something works, he practices over and over again. He doesn't deviate. That's why when the white man does things, it's to the key, it's to the book. Right? You go to the school, what they teach you how to do arithmetic, how to do English, and then they go a little bit more technical, they become a architect. The drawings, the plans.
God.
Right? They have a code by which you do this. The colors are coded in this way. This color for the gas line, this color for water line, this color for waste. You understand? This is what the white man does. They stick, they practice, they repeat. They repeat because once it succeeds, once you got the formula for success, they just have to repeat the formula and they will always succeed.
God.
Right? And one of the formula is that they use as the apostle Ariamla was going up earlier on tonight in his live stream, right? He was talking about them you went into hell, the word hell, and how they use the word hell, and why they was using the King's English. And one of the things that they were saying is that fear gives you power. So once you make the people fear, you have power over them. You understand? So this is one of the tactics. So now they use Hiroshima, fat boy and little man in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So the nations fear for a while, but guess what? The nations are on the same playing field as they are. So that goes back into what Isaiah 14. Has thou become as weak as we?
God.
You understand? These nations have the same technology. And
Yeah.
guess what? Even your money failing here right now, you saw. Right? Because that was the next thing. These nations used to fear. Everybody used to trade through your dollar. We wanted to buy a car in Japan. What you had to do? You had to change your money to your TT dollar. So what? The American dollar, and then the American dollar is what you using to buy the car across there in Japan. If it's won or yen, I can't remember how it is. You understand? But now we can trade directly because these nations have no respect and no fear for the devil anymore.
Right.
You understand? But the RFID chip, right? It's going to be the mark that that devil used to give himself back that power. Give himself, we're going to try to use to give himself back that power and to exalt himself to what? So-called godhood. Right? That's the closest the devil is going to get to spirituality. To be able to track you. To be able to have your records. That's the closest he's going to have to spirituality. And the mark of the beast is not a spiritual mark. It's a physical mark. It's a physical mark for you that indicates that you submit underneath his way of doing things, his rule, his system. You go ahead and answer that.
Salaki, right? Right, so how plain is it, right? The beast telling you that this is gonna be his mark. The beast itself telling you this chip is gonna be my mark. This is gonna be my mark.
Yeah.
This is how you're gonna be accepted in my society.
Yeah.
The beast telling you, no. Telling you this is my mark. This is why I'm coming to do chip you.
I
Telling you
come with a brand new.
exactly
Brand new. Cause
right?
you're my property.
That's how proud this beast is. He telling you this is why I'm gonna chip you. We telling it, hey, we exhorting Israel. This is the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. They still want to be stiff naked. Well, be stiff naked.
I come with a brand new. You got my name, you got my number, and you got my mark. That would be telling you. I come with a brand new. You got my name, you got my number, you got my mark. Meaning what? That we supposed to be his property. That basically it. But how man can't see that the chip in the mark of the beast vein that game pushed so heavy. I'm talking about worldwide.
Yeah.
Worldwide that game pushed. Even in Sweden now, Sweden is basically cashless. No, I was driving on the road yesterday or the day before, and I see they had a DHL vehicle and they had a back vehicle, no cash allowed. And they say, yo, boy, look at this here. Look. Right in front of my face, no cash allowed.
Don't start
What
demonizing
do here? Huh?
Don't start demonizing cash.
Yeah. First Caribbean bank here, there's got that commercial plane all the time as it going. They show a family, you know what I mean? The man by the restaurant, he's searching for money. The man got his credit card, he push his credit card, he things do fast and quick. It just show you how they're trying to wash your brain into accepting this chip when it come mainstream, right?
Yeah, program you.
I got a precept.
Right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
This Luke chapter 16, verse 8 says, "And the Lord commanded the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in that generation wiser than children of light." Because this Edomite woman said, "Look, man, it sounds like I'm reading straight out of the book of Revelation." Because he already knows. He knows these things because he's the one who's setting up all these things. And he's busy giving you the hints of what he's about to do. Because the Lord says, look, man, I'm going to make their own tongues to fall upon them. But 2/3 right now, because they're not coming in the Lord of our righteous forefathers. They've now, they've gotten west. They've so much disobeyed Yahweh Shemasha and his prophets and resisted the Harukakadash for so long. Even when the truth is now speaking, the prophecies are being declared in right their faces, they're still rejecting the words of Yahweh Shemasha. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 46, verse 14 and verse 15 says, "By the law of the Lord he was judged, he judged the congregation, and the Lord had respect unto Jacob. By his faithfulness he was found a true prophet, and by his word he was known to be known to be faithful in vision." And these visions, like I said, we're standing in the Lord of our righteous forefathers through reincarnation. The same man back then this book of remembrance was written for them. These are the same men do, and we're going to say hopefully like to be faithful in vision. And we are declaring these prophecies of the mark of the beast, World War III, Jacob's trouble, and these things we're doing what? Openly. But these guys are still stiff-necked unto this very day.
Good.
That way the scripture says, faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? You know what I mean? You mean all these works I did, you can't even believe. No, the Lord's may coming and telling you, breaking out this book, giving the mysteries of this book, like all the questions you had, the Lord's may breaking it down. You know what I mean? And you still got doubts. Like in 2 Ezra chapter 4 and verse 37, it says, by measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. So the Heavenly Father's prophecies, you know what I mean, coming out as he sees fit. You understand? And when he ready, he's gonna give his son the horse nod to crack these clothes, man. You know what I mean? Because like we talking about the chip, that's a major prophecy. You understand? That it, cause the attacking the pensioners' money. I mean, every avenue is being attacked by Esau. You understand? And every avenue can require this chip. You understand? This is the mark of the beast, man. This ain't no other explanation. Nothing.
Yeah, but he's telling you that. He's telling you this is my mark.
Done.
Esau is the beast. Let me break it down back. When we said the mark of the beast is a nation of people.
Done.
And this is the Edomite. That beast is the Edomites. Right? They are the Edomites, and they have a mark which is the RFID microchip. If you're looking to see, is this the beast coming with his mark? Yeah, right in front of your face. But what? They just can't see it, and they're not admitting that they can't see it.
Yeah.
But they're trying to bring their madness, now to scatter Israel. Right?
Done.
I have a quick precept there. It's Isaiah 42 and 19. He said, who is blind but my servant, or deaf as my messenger that I sent? Who is blind as he that is perfect, and blind as the Lord's servants? Seeing many things, but thou observe not. Is seeing this mark, is seeing this chip. How Esau got this chip in right now on the social media platform. This chip being promoted on a high scale worldwide. Right now they're literally praising Sweden.
Yeah.
They're literally praising Sweden for was it actually complete now or cashless?
Yeah. Done. Done.
And the people taking chip like that in Sweden. Then you got like Australia, other certain European country who are doing heavy chip. Over China, or going cashless.
Yeah.
So they're saying this thing is on a high scale. It's not no joke. This will be seen right before our eyes. Right? He says, seeing many things, but thou observe not. Opening the ears, but thou hear not. So they don't know. They're not seeing it, and they ain't hearing it. They're spiritually blind and they're spiritually deaf.
Yeah.
So they can't see this microchip. They see it as something else. So they're just blind, but they don't want to admit that they can't see it. They're just blind.
Yeah.
And they're proud.
Right. Yeah. Pride, boy. Pride is a big stumbling block for Israel, huh?
Yeah.
Don't want to let go of that pride. You know what I mean? The Lord is teaching us that to let go of that pride and humble yourself. You know what I mean? And God, the scripture says I forget how it goes, but basically when you humble yourself before the more, so you always understanding more. You know what I mean? But these people here, they want to hold on to that pride, and they refuse to say that the mark of the beast is the chip. They want to bring all kind of different. It's philosophy, it's an embargo, it's sin, it's a spiritual mark.
It's Christianity.
Add into the word, man.
They're not seeing it.
Huh?
They're not seeing it.
Good.
If I'm not seeing something, I can say, hey, I'm not seeing it.
Good. Good.
They're not seeing it, so that's why they're saying there's something else. They're not seeing it. They're blind spiritually.
I have a couple precepts and some stuff to bring out.
Uh,
But one of the things he said is that the he in Revelation 13 is America, and but as the brothers, the deacons and the elders and the brothers that continue to do video, they continue to point out that, hey, if you examine the scriptures, it comes up and says the mark of a man, right? This is I will read Malachi 3 verse 6. It says, for I am the Lord, Yahweh, and I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. And we know that the consumption to be consumed in the end here is going to be by what the missiles,
God.
the nuclear fire, right? What the Lord said in the beginning, he said what? He gave us the Lord. He said not to make any markings in your skin, right? When you go into the word mark, it also means to etch,
Yeah.
right? To sketch,
Yeah.
pierce, to prick, to steal, to impale, right? And going back to the man now, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 11 verse 39. It says, art not thou it that remaineth of the four beasts? So we know that the four beasts are the four major kingdoms that rule the world.
God.
First, the Babylonian, Assyrian Empire, the Medes, the Persians, and then what? The ancient Greece, and then what? Then the Roman Empire, right? Which is the last, the Roman Empire, which we underneath now. It says, art not thou it that remaineth of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. I'll repeat that last part. For so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. He upon the earth with deceit. So how come? So how could America be that he?
Hmm.
America is not that he.
God.
It is a man, a race of man. Because when you look into the Babylonian Empire, the Cushites, the Assyrians, the Medes, the Persians, the Elamites, the real Grecians, the Japhetic man, right? And then it comes into the Elamite man, because in some cases when you examine the word, right? You know, because they took land upon them and they call it after themselves, you know? It is a manner of man, is a race, is an ethnicity,
God.
which is the Edomites. They presently rule the world. They are the devil, they are the wicked who in control of the world. That is the heat. It says, for the earth has thou not judged with truth. So America judging the whole earth, that continent coming up and judging everywhere. They're judging China, they're judging Iran, they're judging Iraq. You
Yeah.
understand? For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit, and cast down the walls of such that did thee no harm. Therefore thy wrongful dealings have come upon to the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. You understand? And the Most High talk about the prideful man being the Edomites.
God.
So they are not knowing the scriptures. But they are what? Let me give you the scripture what they are. The 2 Timothy chapter 3. Let's get a real quick shot here. The 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2. Three, two. No, 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 6. Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. So they are novices, newly come up. Right? they newly come up and they found they're in the condemnation of the devil because they're them spirits upon you. You all have not been cleansed to come out here to teach. Who can bring out a clean thing out of an unclean thing? So you're not bringing the cleansing, you're not bringing the peace, you're bringing confusion. You're going to be consumed by the fire because of Aaron not knowing the scriptures and because of great pride. It had the Rasta had the gall or the audacity to downplay the apostle and call him elder. These are great men who you will learn to fear and respect in time to come, unless you repent. Right? Anyway, I wanted to go back on the topic of this devil and his traits. So I look up the word convenience because convenience is one of his strategies. I don't know if Esau will mess up with this here now. I'll share the screen real quick. Right? So the word convenience, a state of being able to proceed with something without difficulty. And this is what the RFID chip is going to do, make you be able to start your car. People doing it already. You have all the examples on YouTube, right? On Google. If you look it up, the benefit or use, for benefit, use, good, comfort, ease, enjoyment, satisfaction, right? The quality of being useful, easy, suitable for someone. The success of a food, right? That's an example. Watch this synonym, expediency, advantage, more inconvenience, disadvantage, right? So that is in the opposite. I want to jump down to this. Appliance, amenity, faculty, device, a gadget, a machine, a gizmo or a gimmick, a pertinence. And this is what the RFID chip is.
What?
It's convenience. It's a gadget and a gimmick and a gizmo and a device, labor-saving device. You see? This is what the RFID chip is, and this is what Satan, hey, the devil is, hey, you have all these different movies, they show you that the future, they're all in white. They all, everything is at ease, is all easy going, everything is programmed. You don't deviate from the program. That's how their future looks like. Right? This is two scriptures real quick. This is Amos chapter 6 verse 1. Warn to them that are in Zion and trust in the mountains of Samaria. Because that will go back to what? The devil. Right? And their philosophy. America or the Edomites and their way of doing things. Which are named the chief of the nations, right? To whom the house of Israel came. So we came into bondage underneath the Edomite man. And his way, his philosophy is what? Democracy, feminism, homosexuality, lesbianism, and the list goes on. All manner of atrocity and abomination. So warn to you, woe means destruction, that are at ease. Right? Because his ease, let's come back again, what? The quality of being useful, easy, or suitable for someone. Come back up here, benefit, use, good comfort, ease, enjoyment, satisfaction. So two-thirds they at ease with what? Not going to work but collecting a WIC, a Section 8, a government assistance program, a food card, right? Whatever it may be. You're at ease. And you can't think outside of that box. Hey, they give me this. This morning I was listening to the radio and everybody there, come out and vote. They want to vote the president, prime minister out. Because them wicked. There's a wicked regime. Lion, thief, and dogs, they call it them. It's a wicked regime. Hey, the next puppet that go in, they're going to have to follow the commands of the elite, nevertheless, or else you'll get shut down. One missile to destroy you all Trinidad and environs. Barbados could sing with the same missile. You know? Oh, we close our fault line if I'm not mistaken. Right? Next precept is what? 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And that peace and safety is what America is trying to establish, or the Edomite man is trying to establish here now. when they initiate or try to put the RFID chip as mandatory, right? That is when they see peace. That's when they see safety because the RFID chip gonna represent what? The new monetary system, right? Because the American dollar is done. It is more chip, but they're gonna what? All the debts when they write off the American dollar, all the debts that they owe all these different nations are gone. And they're gonna start fresh with the chip. Make America great again is really making the Edomite great again, but that cannot happen. We got next, Israel got next. Right? Right, so that's it there.
Awan ge bom sa dia.
Yeah, love on this one.
Yes, that's really preceptive. The brother said we got next. That's how we just put the brother. Yeah. Yeah, the Edom might get it twisted. You know. Yeah, this is Second Ezra chapter 6. Yeah, this is Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 8. He said, and he said unto me from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, he said, of him Jacob's hand shall force the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Yeah. This is the end of Esau age.
Yeah, done. The time for wickedness is done. Yeah?
He might fulfill the wickedness. Yeah. Now it's time to then judge. Yeah. Most I see put all these curses on our enemies.
Turn back the captivity of Babylon.
And
Sorry, turn back the captivity of Israel onto them, onto our nations. Yeah, Revelation 13 verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, to rich and poor, to free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark, right? Or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, and let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. So that means to say you're not reading and seeing all these things. You're not considering all these things. It's a number of a man. And then his number is 606. Jump into 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture. Right? So it's clearly is a man. It belongs to a man. Right.
yeah, there's I said, not seeing it. Not seeing it, but it does. It's pride in them. The pride is that's so much pride in them to say, you know what, hey, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, you got the Most High blind them. Yeah. Most High blind them. Yeah, you not seeing cash about to go high up for inflation. The session about to hit, this economy about to collapse. They ain't seen all of that. They ain't seen the chaos that coming. They can't see the play. Can't see the chess move. You know, the most I open our eyes so we can see the chess play. They ain't seen the chaos that coming. when they got this global, when this global economy collapse gonna happen, you're not seeing that they got big chaos. Then the devil come and say, you know what? I can fix things.
God.
Take the chip. So we telling y'all this is the mark of the beast. You understand? That's the chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God's scripture here, 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 42 and 43. It says, He answered me and said, This present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. So this present life here is pure pain, and Esau plans to bring down the world order because he wants. We got next. The inward thought that their houses shall continue forever, huh?
Yeah.
But this present life here, the inner glory here, maybe everything is taken from you. You understand? And you people here that got on the money, Esau can freeze on the accounts, right? He can freeze your accounts, the economy can crash, and he can tell you, he can get about your money, but you gotta take this chip. And you can get sucker right into that because you trust in Egypt.
Right.
The scripture says, woe unto him that trusts in Egypt,
Right.
that stay on horses and chariots, instead of staying on the heavenly Father and his Son.
Right.
Verse 43, it says, But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. So that we're looking for to see Esau fall, man.
Right.
To see Esau fall because his wickedness. You know they got children lingerie, you know, brother. You know they got lingerie for children, brother. Huh? They got lingerie for children, brother. This man don't stop. This man don't stop, B. The man got lingerie for children, B.
That poor petty devil.
Turning animals into homosexuals, B. You got homosexual penguins, you got homosexual frogs. This man don't stop. When he bring that chip, that's total control.
That's the man of death now.
Yeah, the man is just deaf. The man, everything the man touches deaf.
Yeah, this is the man of death.
And when you take that, you got people that talking about the chip that getting complications with this chip in the body already, in the system already. Why must they put something inside of me in order for me to survive? It don't make no sense. That show you that this system, the man, this image that the man pushing up there, right? He want everybody under that image. But the scripture says what? If it were possible, it would deceive the very elect. You understand? Verse 43 again, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for to come. Remember, corruption is past. Oh, he bringing this corruption, man. This, he want one monetary system, and that involves the chip, a unified church. We all religions come together. He want everybody under his subjection. He want total control. He want turn on your chip, turn it off. You know what I mean? He could take out your money or your account, just like that. You know what I mean? It gives you mood swings. Yes, that's total control.
God.
It says, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is ruined, and truth is sprung up. Because we under bare falsehood, man. It's only through the Spirit of the Lord that we got this truth, man. You know what I mean?
This is you have something now, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is John chapter 4, verse 24. For power is a spirit, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And what is truth? The spirit is the word which we reading out of the Holy Bible, right? And what? The truth is the understanding of this, right? The word is truth, right? We went into the apostles, the elders, the men and Germans, we went into that word, the guys that have Adam have a host that they go into the blue letter, but they go into it without understanding, without the Holy Spirit, right? So this zone, right? This is Psalms 24, verse 4. He that had clean hands and a pure heart, who had not lifted up his soul unto vanity nor sworn deceitfully. Now you're out there and you're saying, hey, you're sworn deceitfully because you're saying that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. Then the Rasai came in and said like, hey, let's look at it this way. If it is the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, then how you gonna eat if you don't take the chip? That means you lack faith. As the elders, the apostles, and all the other brothers been bringing out, you know how you lack faith because the scripture says, "My servants will eat." Right? This is not by our will. The victory is not because we was not out of might. The victory, none of the victories in throughout the whole history was out of might, but by the strength of man. It was by the will and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? When Joshua went with Israel, the walls of Jericho, Yahweh spoke to him in the beginning and said, "Hey, basically the city is already yours. The battle already won. But we just had to do what the Lord said, was to march around 7 times, 6 times. Don't make a note on the 7, make a loud roar and blow the trumpet." And the walls fell. Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave us the victory. Yahweh Shem Yahushai, his power, his spirit was there. You understand? So we're gonna eat, the servants gonna eat. Those who are pure, those who are innocent. Right? This is Psalms 75, starting at 1. Unto thee, O power, do we give thanks. Unto thee do we give thanks. For that thy name is near, thy wondrous works declare. Right? So we declare in the end, at the beginning, which is now before the judgment comes. Don't take the RFID chip. The RFID chip is the mark of the beast, is the mark of a man. When you go into Revelation 14 and 9, and you look at the word image, it means to yield. You totally in compliance with how things is being run. All manner of abomination. Ezekiel 9:4 says, well, go seal or set it back in the minds of the men that sigh and cry for all abominations that be done thereof. So really and truly, if you can't see it, that even that the RFID chip is an abomination. Because you're piercing your skin, your epidermis will lay that underneath your epidermis. And as against the Lord, don't put any cuttings in that flesh. You understand? It says, when I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. So guess what? We're speaking unto the congregation of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And when we make judgment, we have to make spiritual judgment. And spiritually, you can see it. Those who have the spiritual eye, the Rakakodash, you can see that, hey, you hold through the Holy Spirit that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. If you can't see it, it's because you have a veil over your eyes. The Most High He blinded you to it. Right? It says, the earth and all the inhabitants thereof are dissolved. I bear up the pillars of it. Selah. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked lift not up the horn. So the so-called white man, they're still going to do it because they're wicked and they are fools. The scripture said the fools said in their heart that there is no God. They also don't think that the Most High is going to require their wickedness. The Most High is going to require. It says, that's all. Alright, yeah, this is Psalm 673, verse 9. They set their mouth against the heavens and their tongues walketh through the earth. This is the so-called white man, Edomites. Therefore his people return hither, and the waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. And they say, how doeth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? So, hey, the so-called white man is a fool. Because they don't believe in the Most High. They don't believe that the Most High seeing all the abomination. Right? Because their whole nation is already programmed to think that they are superior than everybody else, especially Jacob, the nation, the 12 tribes. Right? That's why they have Republicans across there in America supporting Trump, sending troops down. They can shoot down or to prohibit the Jacob from entering from the southern borders. Right? Right, but they're saying that how do the Most High know, right? But they're trying to know. They're trying to know everything about you by injecting that chip into you, because that's what's going to give them that form of spirituality, that godhood. They'll be able to know all your records, your health records, your financial records, your whereabouts, your history, right? They can tap into you like how you're tapping into any normal computer program or web page, right? You're going onto your web page and you can go into your history and see all the places where you went. Google has what? Google location. You can go into your location history and everywhere your phone, once your phone was on you, everywhere you went with that phone, on or off, they can tell you. On and off. They can tell you through Google location. Right? So they're tracking you right now through your phone. But they're gonna put an official mark in your hand, which is the RFID chip. Right? That's gonna give them godhood to know where you are at all times. To know what is your financial status, what is your medical status. You understand? And also to have the ability to shut you down.
God. Yeah. Pray your brains are stop your heart. And this
Son,
is
says Psalm 75 and 4. I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked, lift not up the horn. Verse 5. Lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. So these men speaking with a stiff neck, as the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast, it is the mark of the beast. Right? As Brother Yahweh was saying, you take it and see what's going to happen. Right? You're going to be destroyed. I'm telling you, we declare in the end at the beginning, you take the chip, the Most High said he's going to pour the wine of his wrath of indignation without mixture. You're going to be destroyed with a sore destruction.
bring it
Right?
out. Because the power bring it out. These scriptures gotta keep coming out.
Because
Right?
you can't repent from the mark. The scripture say, you just quoted it, Revelation 14, right?
God.
Right, you can't repent from the mark. So the mark is the same, but that mean we done.
God.
It don't make any sense.
And this is a futile work. There's like a poor say you're running the race and beating at the air.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you're not going to win anything.
God. These men, they're not gonna admit that they're not seeing. Let's speak the truth. Admit that you're not seeing with the elder apostle that see. And the
Hey,
men at Great Stone that see it. Let's complain out and say, yo, you know what? I'm not seeing it.
I know that I know that I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I believe that I'm a Hebrew Israelite. But guess what? You all are the men, you all have it. You all are the men, you all are the elect, you all are the government of the new world. Let's admit it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 12, verse 36. Thou only has been met to know the secret of the highest. Therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in a book and hide them, and teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts thou knowest may comprehend,
God.
and keep these secrets. Right?
God.
So not everybody have it.
God.
It's all well and good. You're serving your about Shimmy outside, but hey, you're casting stumbling blocks and stumbling stones that the most are gonna require the blood of the Israelites at your hands because you didn't wash your hands. And they cast them stones and they dig a pit. And you're gonna fall in it, and everybody that's falling after you gonna fall in it too because you all didn't listen when Moses sent his prophets rising early to tell you that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip.
God.
So it's not an embargo, it's not a treaty. Go ahead, Al.
God. Amos chapter 3, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophet.
Right. So, hey, you're only his servant if you're prophesying.
Right.
And you're not prophesying the truth. You're not prophesying the truth. The truth is that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, is the mark of convenience, which is the so-called white man's way. Right? Go ahead, Pasha, you had something?
Yeah. Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. The ultimate test here. know what I mean? This is the ultimate test when that chip is mandated because they're gonna come a day, you know what I mean? Get driver's license, you get put on this chip, your job, you can slide you a letter and tell you, well, look, we making some changes, like 3 Square Market in the States, you know what I mean?
Good.
The banks can soon done with credit cards and say where we going. There's the way we going. There's the convenience. There's the new way. There's technology. We stepping up. You know what I mean? So
So like here,
yeah,
and look how deep is this here. The beast,
yeah.
the beast himself own 90% of them company that gonna push the mark, you know.
Jeez, yo.
He own them company, you know.
That's why you're seeing a lot of companies merging. You understand?
The beast own these company, got shares in these company.
God.
You better go to the hey, the time will come and everything, and Jah will tell you, no, you gotta take this beast. You gotta
Yeah.
take this mark, and this is right there.
Yeah.
You can't buy or you can't sell.
Can't get by your bank account. You can't get back.
Yeah, the beast telling on himself right in front of me, right in front of your face.
Yeah.
Telling you what you gonna do.
Yeah. So when this happens, a lot of you Israelites out there that they want to take heed. You can be in a bind that day. What to do, what not to do, should I take it? But the man say this was the mark. But we're passing to this. But are you what she said? You know what I mean? A lot of things started running through the brain, right? Because it wasn't grounded and settled in the word. You understand? It wasn't rooted and grounded. But this day coming, this day coming. Read it again, Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Was this word of the Lord's patience? This truth. You know what I mean? The trials and tribulations we go through, we turn it back to the comforter all the time. Right? It says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And the brother mentioned that the servant shall eat. So the Lord's gonna protect us. Because we didn't give up. We kept seeking the Lord 10 times more. Right? Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So when this is mandated, man, you know what I mean? You know that door can open and we can just, you know what I mean? We can move. Cause then it can be World War III, you know what I mean? It can be martial law, it can be like, it can be like distress after distress after distress, one after another. It can be no rest. You can't put your head on rest. You always gotta be, you can be, you know what I mean?
Yes, pilgrims.
Yeah, boy. That what the scripture says, when you see the, I forget what it goes, please don't turn back.
Oh, no.
That's what, boy. Yes, pilgrims, boy. Yeah, boy.
Second Ezra.
Second Ezra.
Yeah, Second Ezra 16 verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evil, be even as pilgrim upon the earth.
Jeez, bread,
Those
man.
evil, and we know that evil is martial law, race war, famine, all kind of pestilence. You understand? These the evils. It goes to be as pilgrim. You know? Most I preparing for these evil that gonna come. You know?
That's boy.
Next one, eh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so they're saying that there's not Revelation 13, 16 and 17 is saying there's not the mark. There's not the mark of the beast. The RFID chip is not. That's not what the scripture is speaking about. That's what it's saying. But I want to answer Revelation 15 and 2.
I had that. Yeah.
You got it?
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Guys.
Go ahead, brother.
Revelation chapter 15, I'm going to read from verse 1. He said, Revelation chapter 15, verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues. For it, he said, for in them is the fill up the wrath of the power Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know them ICBM missile. You
Right.
understand? You know the 7 last plague, right? It's the missile, right? It's the verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, which is a nation of people, right? He said, and over his image. We go back to his philosophy, his ideology, you know, his spirit. You understand? Being like an Edomite. You understand? And over his mark and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass, having the arms of the power Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And he's on a chariot. And these are the elect who will get the victory over a mark. What's the mark to get the victory over? They can say the mark spiritual too. They can say the mark is John 3:16. Christianity, our embargo. Come on.
It's simple. It's simple.
Yeah.
I want to show something real quick. Right? So I just Google I Google movies that show the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. Right? Now watch this. I see how them well the brother the Yahushua is coming back. Right? He would have done plenty of the we had done videos on it, so that's why his name will come up here. Uploaded by Yahushua is coming back. Parallel movies, right? Now couple this Demolition Man, 1995 movie with the RFID microchip. You know, RFID mini movie, Mark of the Beast, RFID chip, in Safe House movie, RFID movie trailer. You know, look, it's all showing here. It's all showing here. So this thing is not a conspiracy. This thing is phenomenal or factual. Right? It's phenomenal or factual.
Hey, number one, they don't know who's the beast. So they can't identify that the chip is the mark of that beast.
Yeah.
They're not identifying the beast as the so-called white man. No. If they was identifying the beast that this is the so-called white man, they would have put that together. All right, this is the beast. So this is we coming with. You want to chip people, control them with this chip. Okay, but this is the mark. This is mark. But they don't know who's the beast. And they're saying the RFID microchip is not the mark. So they're confused and they're blind.
Huh.
I got next one if anybody. But I think I got next one.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation. Yeah, this is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. He said, I saw the throne, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast. Right? This is a nation of people. These are Edomites. Right? He said, need his image. You know, going back to his philosophy. You understand? He said, neither receive his mark. His no. Here it said his. That little word right here. Neither receive his mark.
Right.
The little word right there.
Right.
Once they don't identify the beast, you gotta know his mark. You
Right.
need to identify who's the beast. Right? You understand? They said, neither had received his mark upon their forehead, nor in their hands, and they live and reign with a Mashiach 1,000 years. The brothers are gonna be beheaded because they didn't receive his mark. So is this spiritual too? This is the embargo too. This is Christianity. I'm bugging out.
This is Galatians chapter 5 verse 9. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump.
Done.
That leaven is that wrong breakdown right there. Look at how we're seeing it increase. The mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is not the RFID chip, is what embargo or treaty or philosophy, or it's John 3:16. So then who is the beast? The beast, which is America. So you see? So there is two leaven. And it's just going to continue to rise and rise and rise and rise until your whole doctrine just fall through. You understand?
Hey,
give one what?
Axel Akio, you just said it? The beast is not American. Peace is the people and nation. And if you look, this man not only can chip the American people, this man going to war. Why this man going global? So if you can see the same beast going global with the chip.
So that's the dangers of their doctrine. They say it's American. America is not a man. It's not a he. A matter of fact, if you want to call America, according to the scriptures, there are many different names they call America. America is not written in scripture. But the scripture says the dead body is going to lie in the street, which is spiritually called, right? Let me just read it real quick, right? It says this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 8, and the dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, right? Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Why is it spiritually called Sodom and Egypt? Because that's the vibration that America pushes out. There's a man who likes that vibration. There's a man who worship the idols of Egypt and the gods of Egypt and the gods of Ham. There's a man that loves sodomy, right? He has most power in the world, and he has women flocking to his feet. And you know what he does with them nice young women? If he takes a woman, he goes in their butt. Right? He's a pedophile. He deals with young boys, goes in their butt. You understand? So he's the sodomite. He's the idol worshipper. Right there in the financial capital in America, Wall Street, what they have? A brazen bull. The bull go back to Baal. You understand? They're showing it. Everything is evident. That's why we started off reading 2 Ezra chapter 9. 8. As everything is a beginning and an end, and now the end is manifest. This is the revelation of the end. This is the revelation of the beast. This is the revelation of the man that is behind the beast system, NATO and the EU. But this is how we rule through the NATO and the EU, the European Union. This is the union that they have with amongst themselves. Right? These are my NATO. Right? NATO being a force that take command or executes the orders. You understand? Besides America. You understand? That's why you see these brothers don't know the Daniel breakdown and the Revelation breakdown. And what I'm saying is leaven. All it is leaven because they're stubborn and they're proud. If you don't know, just say you don't know and stay off of it. If you don't know, stay off of it. What you know, speak. What you know, speak. You know, what as your elders say and the apostles say, don't wing it. If you don't know it, don't wing it. Because the danger of being judged. Every idle word that a man speaks, so shall he be judged. Especially if you, King David said in Psalms 19 and 13. Let me see if I can get out real quick. Psalms 19 verse 13. Psalms 19 verse 13. It says, keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sin. Let them not have dominion over me. And then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Yahweh, my strength and my redeemer. So now you're going out there and you're telling the nation, and you're not preparing the nation at the gate for the day of the Lord. You're going to have the blood of these people on your hand, all your followers. It's all well and good that they know that they're Israelites, but they need to be prepared for the day, right? For the scripture talks about the hour of temptation, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the earth, upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. What is that hour of temptation? When you go into the word temptation, right? It's going to carry you back to what? Perazo, which means what? Hey, basically, let's go back to this literally have this time of pace. So let me see if I can bring it up real quick, because that's a good point. Right? You can go ahead and speak in the meantime.
I got a quick one for you there. Yeah, this is 1 Corinthians 14 and 8. He said, for if the trumpet give an uncertain song, who shall prepare himself to the battle? You're giving an uncertain song. You understand? You say that the RFID microchip is not the mark of the beast. There's the uncertain song you're giving there. You're not preparing Israel for the battle. You're not telling them that, hey, this is the mark. You're not preparing them for the battle. So look at hear you. Hey, this is the mark. Repent. So back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The full 9 yard. You don't mean you're preparing them for the battle. You're teaching them what they're supposed to do. You're preparing them for the battle. But you giving uncertain song. Yeah, as Brother Barra said, that blood could be on your hand. You will be responsible for that.
The screen so I can get to the point. Watch this. Look at how dangerous your 11 is. Your 11 is very dangerous. It is. Look. Yeah, the scripture says when you should be teaching what happened to you. You understand? When you're supposed to be a master, somebody has to teach you. No. Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right? Yes, it says, hour goes back into season of time, appointed time, right? I'm just breaking down word for word. It's certain definite time or season by natural law or returning with the revolving year of the season of the year, spring, summer, autumn, winter, blah blah blah. Right? A definite time, point of time, a moment. So that's the time going to be when Esau is about to inflict this mark. Right? They're about to make the mark mandatory because the whole world will be able to buy and sell. Because only in Babylon it's going to affect the world. Right? And temptation, that's going to the word Pherasmus. Alright?
Strong's G 3986
Parasmas, right? We're going to, but we have to go into the root word, the etymology we're going to try. An experiment, an attempt, a trial, a proven. And what is the trial or proven? Let's see if we're going to hold fast to the faith that we had that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to deliver us. Right? If we're going to resist that chip, a trial, a proven, a trial made of you by my bodily condition, since conditions serve to test the love of the Galatians towards Paul. right? A trial of a man's fidelity, integrity, virtue, and consistency. And we saw this with who? We saw this with Abraham. We saw this with Job. We've seen this throughout the scriptures. We read Hebrews 11 and Hebrews 12. You see faithful men, right? We're going to go back up. We're going to go to the root word. It's supposed to be frazo. Right? There's another root word. You just touch it again. To try whether a thing can be done, to attempt to endeavor, to make a trial of, a test for the purpose of ascertain its quality. So the Most High is going to try our quality. To see if we're going to be like Job's wife and speak foolishly or do foolishly and take that chip, or what he thinks or how he will behave himself. So if it was sin, if it was an embargo, where is it true? You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
Correct.
It's to see a certain quality or what he thinks. You think in sin from the time you get up and you walk outside and the scripture says from the time you look upon a woman and lust upon her, thou hast sinned. You understand? So then that means what? We're not going to go into the kingdom because by chance we watch at a woman and she had a husband. You know? How he will behave himself in a good sense. Right? Let's go into the last rule. From the base G4008 through the idea of what? Piercing. You see it? Through the idea of piercing.
Correct.
Right? And this word here, a trial, an experiment, an attempt, and an attempt of a thing or a person have a trial of a thing. To experience, you have to go through it to know. Right? Learn to know by experience. From the base to the idea of piercing, a test, an attempt, an experience, a saying, a trial. You know?
Shape gonna be the trial.
Yeah, the trip gonna be the trial. And this word peras, para. This goes back to Luke.
Strong's G 3984. Hydra.
Alright? Watch this. This is Luke 21. Luke 21 verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon, and in the stars upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring, and men's heart failing them for the fear, and looking for after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right? Let's look up the word perplexity. Of one who is in perplexity. Because in the time, the RFID chip is also going to be, because we know the devil works what? Or order order out of chaos. Because there's going to be a famine on the land. Right? The ships are going to bring in bread. They're not going to bring in groceries, all these different things. Trade is going to stop. Right? So they're going to have a famine on the land. So this is what it says. It says to be without resources, to be in straits, to be left wanting. They're going to be wanting food, wanting water. It's not going to have the water company working. It's not going to have the electricity working. It's not going to have security. Because these officers, they're going to be the law. It's going to be martial law. Free to do what they want. You're going to say, in times of, in these normal times, you're going to see these seductress women out there in these skimpy clothes, and you have the time, you have the power in your hands to take these women. You're not going to take these women to put these niggas to death. You're not going to put them to death. It's going to be a time of perplexity. They're going to be wanting to be embarrassed, to be in doubt. And this is it. These men going to be in doubt because they're not go, hey, take the chip, don't take the chip. Eat, don't eat. You're not going to feed us. You know, I wasn't. Then is when you're going to realize that, hey, GMS and the men of GMS was speaking the truth. They come in the straight of your house or shoot me on shot. Then you're going to doubt yourself. Yeah, what shoot me on shot going to show me mercy? No. Not to know which way to turn, be at a loss with oneself, to be in doubt, not to know what to decide or what to do, to be perplexed. You see? You see how that prayer in Psalms 19 and 13 is so important? To keep you back from presumptuous sin, because that presumptuous sin, when you're going to presumptuous, it means to be arrogant and ignorant. You're arrogant and you're ignorant of the truth, but you're proud with what you believe in. Right? Yes, sir. I have one more word I can bring out. This is in the same word perplexity. And then to the roots of the word perplexity. And it came back to what? The same perplexity, right? I was just going through the root words and look what I come back to. G4008, what? Through the idea of piercing. A trial, an experience, an attempt. Where is the spiritual mark in the experience or the attempt or the trial of a thing or of a person, to have a trial of a thing and to experience and learn to know by experience? Where is the spiritual mark in this? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. That's the point right here.
Now I got a precept because when that day comes of temptation, okay, when that perplexity kicks in, okay, I got a precept for that one. This is Proverbs chapter 29. Verse 26, I'm going to start at verse 25, says, the fear of men bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth his trust in the Lord Yahweh shall be safe. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. Because the ruler right now that we have today, that is Esau. So when that day comes, they're going to be seeking, okay, to seek out relief from Esau. Because they never trusted in Yahweh. That's why the scripture says in Proverbs, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. Okay? Because right now, this is now the season to start what? To start building up those treasures. Okay? According to the commandments of Yahweh, the spiritual treasures. This wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding. As it says in Isaiah 6, wisdom of that time. Okay? Now is the time right now. But at the end, when all these calamities comes in, when you're going to have to find food, because these guys clearly, they lack faith. That's why they question, how the hell are you going to eat in that day? You see, it already shows you they're not building themselves up right now. They're unable to throw up those treasures right now. They've been found wanting right now. Because one of the disciples said to Yahweh, Lord, increase our faith. Okay, this is the time for now for us to be continuously to be building upon our faith, because we're going to have to cash it in when that day comes. We're going to have to cash in all these works, this faith. Okay, we're going to put everything that we have learned into practice, into motion. That faith is going to, a lot of miracles are going to manifest because of what? Of keeping this faith, of leaning, okay, all of our mind and our heart and souls unto Yahweh. It is finally going to pay off. But these guys clearly right now, we can see them. They don't have that faith. They're not actually exercising themselves in faith. Okay, it says Proverbs 29 verse 26, says, many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord. And that judgment is going to come, as it says in Revelation chapter 15. Let me get this one. This is Revelation chapter 15. Now, before I go to that, let me get this in Ecclesiasticus. This is Sirach chapter 36, Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 15 says, give testimony unto those that was possessed from the beginning, and raise up the prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let thy prophets be found faithful. And the exact same faithful stewards, these are the same men of old that are going to be found faithful at the end. Those who are not going to bow down to the mark of the beast, who will never love their lives even unto death. These are the same ones. And I keep warning these lost sheep, okay, don't take the mark of the beast. It is the RFID chip technology. Do not bow down to Esau's system. The same men have been raised as of old right now, okay, for the last final go around, for the last final warning, before the establishment of the righteous kingdom, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Revelation chapter 15 and 2 says, and I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that have gotten victory over the beast. These are the same ones the men of old who've been raised back up, who have been in the name of Yahweh Shai. Who have never shunned to declare the whole truth, okay? Who have never concealed the truth of Yahweh Shai. Who never withheld the truth of Yahweh Shai in unrighteousness. As we see most of these guys, that's what they're doing. Okay, this Revelation 15 and 2 says, and I saw it is as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that have gotten the victory over the beast and over his name. It's like, and over his image and over his mark and over the number of his name, said at this. It says, I sat on the sea of glass and having the harps of the Most High. So these are the same ones who want to be found faithful, the same ones who want to keep continuously on without ceasing, giving warning to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The warning from Yahweh Shai. But these guys, they're still in doubt. They're still doubting. And they want to find themselves, perplexed at the end of the day. They will not know what to do when that day comes.
Because that's actually, because the Rasta, the one with the Ras, he make a statement saying how you could buy and sell in famine. So basically he mocking, he's scarfing. You understand? He's scarfing because the famine gotta come, right? So the race war, right? They gotta come.
But the food
they gonna come, and then the chip gonna come as well as the savior.
right, you got the food can be controlled. The food can be controlled, the water can be controlled.
That's adding up.
But wait, what the fuck you telling me talk? But everything the man got everything controlled.
God.
Control. That's what you see. Venezuela's over there looting and under starvation. Cause the food come across the ships less and less. You understand? But Esau can got everything controlled. So that's the thing I'm saying. You take the chip, you can get access to food. You take the chip, and you get access to water, everything, etc. If you don't take it, you can be under a famine. What can happen? And then the more can protect you if you're part of the number. It's simple.
And if you go for a job, if you go for a job, what are they gonna tell you? You gotta get the job.
Yeah, you can.
Because the scripture says he calls it all to buy, not to buy or sell unless they have the mark.
Right, can.
From a trading, you form a barter. We will give a service for money. FRNs, we're going to give a service to be credited on our RFID chip.
Right.
Debited or credited on the RFID chip.
Right.
Right? Us, what? 2/3. And he that. I have a couple of precepts, Baba Koshan. You can probably break it down. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So, but I was speaking about it, and then you brought it out about the Rasta and being faithless, right? So this is Galatians chapter 6, verse 10. As we have therefore the opportunity, let us do good unto all men, especially of them who are of the household of faith. So we speak unto the men who have faith, right? They don't have faith. Clearly by the statements that Rasta said. Being defiled and unclean within himself. You understand? Are thou confident that thou art light unto the Gentiles? No, you're not, because you don't have faith. And as you just read in Hebrews, it says, you cannot please the Most High unless you have faith. The Lord said what? Faith as small as a mustard seed. That can move mountains. Right?
Leave that
and mountains. Huh?
Then we believe that is the chip. And we see it.
And
And
we
them
see
building
it.
our faith more.
And also, we believe that once we do this work and we have the like the Most High is going to feed us.
God.
But he said he's a man, he shall not lie. He said he's
And
a man,
all,
Uh,
he shall not
and
lie.
all this by faith.
God.
Qala
it says,
Allah Hashem Yahushai.
God. God, Allah, Yahweh, Hashem,
Done.
Yahweh, man.
Yeah.
it says Psalms 37 verse 3. Trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and do good. This work that we're doing here is good work.
God.
So shall thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed.
God.
Delight thyself also in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. And this is it. We also produce it. But we see it, we know it, and us speaking it is more and more evident that when we speak it, something is being done, is a spiritual work being done. That's why the apostle said, he said, hey, you know, since basically they came on in 2007 on YouTube, the prophecy started to increase. And the intensity started to magnify because we're producing it. We trusting it. Hey, we was taught. We were taught through the Holy Spirit through these men. The apostles and elders are great millstone.
God.
Hey, the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. We believe. And we seeing it.
God.
It's being prevalent. It's being made prevalent.
God.
It says, and he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light and the judgment as the noonday. So, hey, even though you all can't see it because the light's off in your mind right now, the Most High is going to turn that light on. You're going to see it. And when the judgment comes, it's going to be bright as noonday because those who take the chip going to be destroyed.
God.
God. Nothing is more plain than what the chip is, huh? Nothing is more plain. There's Proverbs chapter 3. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 9. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. It's plain as day where the chip is. It's a mark of the beast. Right? Now we want to get Proverbs chapter 3 verse 25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. So in that day the Lord is going to protect his men that constantly doing his work. What great millstone is known for? To grind. You know what I'm saying? That is a burden. You keep pushing this word. That way the scripture says in Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem,
God.
which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest, till he establish and till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. So
God.
we pushing this word, we pushing this truth because we seeing the light. We seeing
Right.
the mystery has been revealed through our apostles and our elders. And the ones before them, King Marshall, High Priest Ariah, you see the dream of apostles of RC, how about High Priest Ariah?
God.
Oh, you watch that video, you know what I mean? So it's like everything is revealing more and more. You know what I mean? So the chip is the mark of the beast, man.
Right?
There's no other explanation for Revelation 13, 16, and 17. I got one more here. Revelation
God.
chapter Revelation 16 and verse 2. I can start at 1. And they heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the power upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. So the Lord can put pain upon you if you get that mark. That is not a philosophy, that is not an embargo, that is not a spiritual mark, that is the radio frequency identification chip, man, because you bow down to this image. You give your whole heart and soul into this image. You took his mark gracefully. So the Lord said he can destroy you, man. Yeah, boy.
I got a precept for you.
God.
This is Proverbs chapter 5, verse 11 says, And thou moan at last, and when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, How have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined mine ear to them that instructed me. That's how these people are going to be that day. When they see these missiles coming in, when they see themselves being put to death in this concentration camp after taking the mark of the beast. Because look, taking the mark of the beast does not ensure your life. In fact, that's already sealed your destruction when you read the scripture. You're already condemned. Yeah. This is Proverbs 5. I'm starting verse 11 again. It says, and thou moan. Proverbs chapter 5, verse 11 says, And thou moan at last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed, and say, How have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and I have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. That's how it's going to be at the end of the day. Because you lacked faith, and the reproof when it was going out, these different rebukes or these different vain philosophies that a lot of jakes are still pushing out there. You hated instruction. You wanted to lean to your own understanding. Okay? Not following after the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah, the spirit of prophecy. You did not do that. Okay? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, verse 8 says, There's ye that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generation of old and see, did any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that call upon him? These guys are calling upon Yahweh Shemashah, because if you Shemashah, he's going to give you that increase. You're going to be able to discern, okay, you know what? This RFID chip is indeed the mark of the beast. Just like the whole thing with Colonials, okay, the understanding of the Israelite foreigners. These things, something, but we don't have much time. That's why it's so important to make use of these different these armor, the different levels of these different weapons that Yahweh Shemashah has given us. Fasting, praying, meditating. You're supposed to be doing these things if you don't have if there's something that you don't understand while it's still day. Because very soon it always comes, like Yahweh Shai said, look man, a day cometh, an hour cometh for no man shall never will not able to work. Okay? So this is part of for those who are, this is history of Bel and the dragon, because these guys clearly don't have faith. What scriptures are these guys reading? If you're still questioning, how the hell are you going to eat if there is famine? These are like a history of Bel and the dragon. I'm going to start at verse 32. In the den there was 7 lions, and they have given them every day 2 carcasses and 2 sheep, which then were not given to them, to the intent that they might devour Daniel. And when verse 33 says, Now there was a prophet called Habakkuk, who had made pottage and had bread in a bowl, and was going into the field to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, Go, carry the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I have never saw Babylon, neither do I know the den of Salaki, verse 35. And
Lama, stick there.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, stick there. Yeah, bro, it's a quick one there. That's the back of we were saying earlier. This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 26. He said, He that trusted in his own heart is a fool. Right? And these Israelites, they're trusting in their own heart. You understand? And saying that the mic chip is not the mark of the beast, it's something else. Right? When it's plain, it's showing that there is the mark of the beast. There's this chip, this chip the man comes to chip with to control everything. to be a God-like, you know? This is my intention, right? So you are trusting in your own heart, so you are teaching your own foolishness, right? He said, but whoso walking wisely, you know, starting with our elder apostles, you understand? Because they are our teachers, you understand? And they teach us before them, right? He said, but whoso walketh wisely, he shall be delivered. Or who walketh wisely, mean, hey, Moses said, there is the chip. This is the he's gonna come with. You understand? Yeah. The scripture refer to these other nations as well. Beast, right? Yeah. Everything added up. Yeah. Everything added up.
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 2, Salakia. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, or did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
Man.
The law of faith. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 3, verse 18. And to whom swear he that they should not enter into his rest, but to them that believe not. So we see that they could not enter in because of unbelief. You understand? So,
Man.
hey, they basically they're not really being comforted by the scripture because they don't believe. You know? It says, 1 Samuel chapter 26, verse 23. Right? Outside of 22. And David answered and said, Behold, the king's spear, and let one of the young men come over and fetch it. The Lord render to every man his righteousness and his faithfulness. For the Lord delivered thee into my hand today, but I would not stretch forth my hand against the Lord's anointed. Right? It says, right. So basically, I'm going to read verse 24. And behold, as thy life was much set by this day in mine eyes, so let my life be much set by the eyes of the Lord, and let him deliver me out of all tribulation. So, hey, Yahweh Shemiyosha is going to deliver his faithful elect, because the scripture says not all men have faith, right? And faith was a gift given to the elect from the womb, or given to the righteous from the womb. What a mistake in Sirach, is that Sirach 2 or Wisdom of Solomon, right? Let me see if I can get it real quick. Anybody have anything? It's Sirach chapter 1 verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. So we fear Yahweh Shemiyosha and the judgment, and we understand that judgment is going to come if you take the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, right? And we have the faith that he's going to deliver us and feed us, right? And keep us. Give some of us spiritual powers, and some of us going to be translated, and even some of us going to die. And all praises be to Yahweh Shemiyosha for however it unfolds. But the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, nevertheless.
Yeah, but we have a stop. You can continue from where you cut off now.
The history of Bel and the dragon. Verse okay. This I'm going to start at verse 34 again. Says the angel says, I carried the dinner that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. Then the angel of the Lord took him by the crown and bare him by the hair of his head, and through the vehemency of his spirit set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk carried saying, and Habakkuk says, oh Daniel, which the Most High have sent thee. Okay, that's going to show you there's nothing impossible for Yahweh Shemiyosha. So all these words that you may have that may start creeping on you, rebuke them. Okay, There's nothing impossible for Yahweh Shai. There's nothing that he cannot possibly do. Okay, he is. Okay, and he's the reward of those who diligently seek him. Okay, that's why he says, my servant shall eat. But what? And they're going to have plenty. Not only are we going to eat, but we're going to have plenty. Okay, we're going to be covered. Our covered. Okay, those Yahweh Shai choose to have mercy on, hey, they're going to be covered. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, and just don't bow down to evil. Don't take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID. Okay. There's First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 50. Fathers did, he shall receive great honor, and okay, because we remembering the faiths of our forefathers had, and showed. Okay, Romans chapter 5. This Romans chapter 15, verse 4 says, whatsoever things were written for time were written for our land hope. And we definitely have that hope right now. All the generation of old, they were never confounded. What difference shall it be in our lifetime? Because this is true. We need, okay, a savior. We need Yahweh. Without him, Yahweh say, look, man, unless the times be shortened, there will be no flesh to be saved. Okay, so we live in it. Okay, the ever in history, the big of the servants of Yahweh Shai ever to be recorded in history. This is that time. And that's going to be coupled alongside with those who don't have actual favor, don't truly believe in Yahweh Shai. The Most High he's going to make an exclamation point of judgment to those who don't believe. Those who are still pretending as if they believe, but they don't actually believe. Okay, that's like Yahweh Shai said, look, these multitudes that you see following me for the works now, because they believe and fed because of the miracles which they see. Okay, this is wisdom of Solomon. So, okay, this is wisdom of Solomon. This is wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 19, verse 22 says, For in all things thou didst magnify that thou lightly regard them, but didst assist every time and place. Things the same is going to happen. Just like we magnify Yahweh, those who continuously going to do that, then to the end, they're going to be magnified. They're going to be safe, as it says in Psalms 91, that the alls of Yahweh, these are the things going to be magnified. Right now, it's unto Yahweh right now. Who's who's been magnified right now? Because of our own will, we had to glorify Yahweh to declare His. Okay. This Revelation chapter verse 9 says, we write, blessed are they who unto them. He said unto me, these are the true. It says, and it says, it's like, and he said unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. Okay, to worship Him. And he said unto me, he that do it not, I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh shall worship the Most High Yahweh for the testimony of prophecy. And that's what the men of old, the different which they had under different portion of the Spirit of Yahweh, they were doing one thing, prophesying. That's prophesying, bringing the prophecy up, declaring that's the Yahweh at the end from the beginning. Hey, we are the ambassadors of our shot. So we had to do the things, the gruesome judgment, the hour of temptation, being presented with the mark of the beast on the global scale. These guys saying, no, Babylon is known as harlot, he that causeth all, both small and great, to receive the mark of the beast. Okay, if the East is America, that means the hour of temptation is only going to happen in America. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's why. Let me get this information. God, I'm getting that one. It's a revelation. Okay, hey, these guys are crazy, man. This is a revelation. Revelation chapter 3, I'm sorry, verse 9 says, "Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come to worship before thy feet, that I've loved thee. Kept the word of my patience, and I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, and to try them that." These guys, hey, that's what the Lord says, say, to whom shall he teach knowledge? Them that are winning from the breast. Their precepts are failing, okay, to line up all these different precepts online. That's why they're coming with all these different madness that they bring in, because they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shema. Let me get that in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah chapter 23. This is what happens when you start, okay, the leadership which Yahweh Shema is set up. These guys are still lacking. This is Jeremiah chapter 23. Verse 3 says, "And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries whither I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be fruitful and increase. And I will set up," says verse 4, "and I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall not be dismayed." These guys are still dismayed and still fearing. They're still having doubt. How are we going to eat in that day? You see? These are the things that are rising to those who are still in doubt. These are the same guys who are still not fully persuaded in their minds. They're still double-minded, and they're going to surely fall. If you keep on being double-minded, you're going to fall eventually. Okay, so Jeremiah 23 and 4 says, "And I will set up shepherds over them, we shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord." These guys are still lacking. They are unable to line up these precepts line up online through the spirit of Yahweh Shema. Okay, they don't have the Harakak with them. They're empty vessels, cars without water. They are these guys.
Yeah, the broken system. Anybody anything there?
Nah.
Nah.
Alright, so we can close out.
Right.
Let's get one.
Why?
Quick one. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Verse this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 verse 19. Said, "Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in labor about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruit right soon." And it's going into wisdom, knowledge, understanding. He says, "She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her." It's clear that you have no understanding. Because you are again strong with no evidence. You just come here with pure emotion. That is not the mark of the beast. That's emotion. It's right there. It's telling you. Right? She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from him ere it be long. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Yeah, clearly you ain't got no wisdom. The guy is right in front of you, and you say that's not it. So if there's not the mark, what is the mark? That's my question to you. What is the mark? Because this mark is a physical mark. Where is it? If it's not a chip, how they can put a philosophy in your hand? How they put a Christianity in your hand? What about the hand? And what about the forehead? How you put something spiritual in a man's hand? Come on, man.
It makes sense. It don't add up. The dots can't connect.
Yeah, come on, man.
This is Root 2 and 12. The Lord recompense thy work, and a full reward be given thee of the Lord, power of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust.
Done.
So we're gonna be fed.
Done.
We're gonna be protected.
How you taking an embargo in your hand? How you taking a sin in your hand and in your forehead?
How you taking? Well, you can tattoo John 3:16, but I can't take it.
How you taking Christianity in your right hand?
Yeah.
What about the hand and the forehead? These men need to
How
humble.
Bible Christianity gonna cause it by yourself? It makes sense. Right, so with that we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Kodash, the brothers of apostles and elders that we millstone, which is the elect of sacrifice for concerning planet Earth. Pray that the lesson edifying. Shalom.
Shalom.
Don't take the chip.
That's right.
What lava?
Done.